we'll be heading back to the Moi Girls, Nairobi, shortly to just take a look at the events as they happen. But I want us to quickly cross over to Njambini, where we understand there is a press briefing that has just begun on, of course, the kind of operations that are ongoing. Let's listen in.
This is an aircraft incident. So far, in the morning, we dispatched 2 teams to go to the site where the accident took place. And as of now, the search team arrived at the scene at 12:37 hours. And we have now confirmed from the search team that the crash really occurred and there are no survivors. The recovery plans to lift the bodies and the wreckage of the aircraft is underway. And we appeal for calm and patience as this exercise progresses. Yes.
So when do we expect actually the bodies to be brought here, and will they be brought on foot?
We cannot be very sure of the time because, as we are aware, the gradient and the terrain where the aircraft landed after hitting the cliff, as I told you in the morning, is approximately 500 feet down. So carrying the bodies that distance to bring them to the service, the upper service, is a huge task. So we cannot be able to estimate the time it may take. But all we are assured of, the team which is there is working to ensure that the bodies are brought to the service, where once they have been brought to the service, we have the helicopters in Naivasha, 5 of them. And at the moment, the bodies are on the upper service, the helicopters are going to be dispatched to correct the bodies. Yes.
And what is the situation of the rescuers, and how prepared are they to handle that?
I told you in the morning that when the rescuers left here, they had all the tools necessary. We were prepared for anything. So there is no cause for harm. Everything is on progress. And we have not had any hitch. So everything is going on, or is working on smoothly. Yes.
And also for the families of the victims, have you broken the news yet to them? Because it's just an announcement that has been done. So how have you prepared them?
We have already gathered with the families. We have told them to assemble. We have passed this critical information to the families. They are now in the picture. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And also looking at the situation of the weather, it is still foggy up there. So when do we expect these choppers to go there and do the recovery?
I think the only thing which the choppers are waiting for is the signal that the bodies have been brought from down the cliff and they are on the upper service. So they are ready to correct the bodies. Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right, thank you.
It's okay.
All right, that is the latest update from Njambini in, of course, Aberdare. where most of the ground operations are being conducted. Some family and friends of those who are in that particular aircraft are in that particular information center. Caroline B will be speaking to some of them shortly. These are live pictures we are bringing you from Njambeni. Family and friends just making their way they're making their way to Njambeni, and that briefing, of course, on some of the operations, ground operations that are still ongoing. A lot of work still needed or still expected as far as getting the wreckage out and trying to look for the bodies of those 10 people who are in that particular aircraft. And earlier on, we saw the Principal Secretary of Transport confirm that indeed the 10 who were in that particular aircraft have died in that crash. So, of course, we'll be heading back there shortly, and our reporter Caroline B will be speaking to a number of family members who are there currently, just trying to see whether they will be getting bodies of their loved ones to take back home with them, and of course just looking for answers as to what really happened to their loved ones and to that ill-fated aircraft flight 5YCAC. But away from that update, let's just talk about matters corruption for a bit. 4 governors and 2 officers from the independent commissions may be arraigned in court next week.